Hey everybody, it's Mila Rasha, Goddess Queen, just me, 23, and this is going to be another zodiac sign reading. And Libras, you are up, so this is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as Venus and Mercury. Or if you're a Libra cusp baby, this is going to be for you too. Or if you're just guided to this video and you don't have Libra in your chart and you're not dealing with anybody that has Libra in their chart, maybe there's some messages in this video for you as well. If you have Libra North Node, you are included in this video too. And of course, cross watchers that are dealing with anybody that has Libra in their chart. Of course, there's going to be messages in this video for you. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody. If it does resonate, please like my channel, subscribe to my channel, comment, as well as share. If it does not resonate, please try your moon sign as well as your rising sign, which is your ascendant sign in your birth chart. And in order to get your rising sign, which is your ascendant sign, you have to have your name, your date of birth, the time you're born, as well as your location. If you don't have all that information, you'll still be able to get your sun sign, your moon sign, and I say pay attention to your Venus as well as your Mercury when you're dealing with love readings. If you are new to my readings, I do give messages to the collective before I do give my readings. So if you're pressed on time, you can always go to the comment section of the bottom section of the video and go directly to the timestamp that will take you directly to the beginning of the reading. Moving forward, if you use your free will to state that I talk too much, you will be blocked and not be able to come back on my channel. One of the gifts that I do have is clairaudiency, so I do have music in the background. So you also have the availability to tap into that gift. So I'm here to help you understand how to use it, as well as unlock certain things that's in your blueprint to help shift you and take you to the next level, the next phase of whatever it is that's in your journey. If I state your date of birth, that means that you are a cusp baby. If I don't state your date of birth, that means that you are a regular Libra. Your sun sign represents who you're trying to be before you pass over in this lifetime. So if you were born between two zodiacs, that means that you are trying to harness both of those energies before you pass over in this lifetime. So you are a Libra, Virgo/Libra. If your date of birth is September the 19th through September the 25th, Virgo/Libra, September the 19th through September the 25th, and then Libra/Scorpio, October the 19th through October the 25th. Libra/Scorpio, October the 19th through October the 25th. So if North Node, I'm including you in this reading because your North Node has to do with your past life karma and the karma in this lifetime. Your South Node has to do with your past life karma. So since we are on another phase as far as when it comes to our evolution as far as human beings, we have to do a lot of healing. In a sense, we are not aware that we have been recurrent souls and spirits over and over and over and over and live different lifetimes. We have certain situations that we have to heal from as far as when it comes to karma, trauma, the things that we took part of in those different lifetimes that we're not aware of because of the brainwashing and manipulation that we have been through now. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you have been here for a while, thank you for supporting me. The cards that I use in my videos have already been shuffled. If you're interested in purchasing any of these decks, they will be listed in the description box of the video. I also have my own Amazon store if you're interested in purchasing energy healing stones, crystals, things for your enlightenment. If you don't want to go inside of a store that's in your area, or if you don't have a store that's in your area, you can get on my channel. This is things that I use, my family, my friends, my co-workers, people that I just gave certain things to when I saw that they were in need of some type of healing or some type of assistance. Okay, so as far as energy updates, new moon was on the 24th. So again, that was the mood swing moon. So you could be going through a lot of mood swings yourself, Libras, the people that's in your environment, friends, family members, co-workers, enemies, your pets, all that going through certain mood swings because that's what that Aquarius mood brought. You are an air sign, just like as far as Aquarius. Libras are about truth, karma, justice, responsibility. And then again, it works hand in hand as far as when it comes to you letting go of any resentment, allowing yourself to change, being independent, being confident, being fair. It allows you to take part of that energy as far as the Aquarius energy, as far as renewing yourself, being that star that you are, going through your self-discovery, finding your sense of purpose, okay? Finding that peace, as well as activating certain gifts that you possibly were not aware that you have, or, your gifts that you do possess being more stronger than what they had before. So that's the information that I have for you as far as energy updates. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I had a lot of catching up that I need to do within now in the next 2 days. As far as these readings and personals. So please bear with me when it comes to personals. I am getting them out fast as I can, and then also trying to get this taken care of. So again, thank you for rocking with me. Let's go ahead and get started. The main deck we will shuffle and cut on camera. The other cards, like I said, have already been shuffled. Music in the background, if you're interested in your birth chart, it's also listed in the, wow, look. I didn't even know that it was underneath there, and this is Alanis Morissette. So again, I said that stuff about Aquarius season for you Libras for a reason. Okay, so let me go ahead and put her back in here. So a new beginning. A lot of y'all could be going through new beginnings. Again, it's 2020. A lot of people are on their growth as far as when it comes to the knowledge, them making changes, shedding the old you, them allowing the new them to emerge, and so on. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aquarius since Aquarius card came out. Okay, or you can have Aquarius in your chart. So again, this is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Venus, and Mercury, North Node, Cross Watchers, Cusp Babies. And if you were guided to this video and you don't have Libra in your chart, you're not dealing with anybody that has Libra in their chart. I also have my vibration on. It's a part of a synchronicity. So if that goes off, it's either alerting you that you missed something and you have to rewind to catch the message, or you are paying too much attention to me and it was used as a distraction to distract you from catching the messages that you were receiving. Okay, so Libras, I'm going to shuffle it 3 more times. This next time, whatever at the bottom of the deck, I'm going to take it as part of your energy. Okay, we have the Chariot card being reversed. So this represents energy as far as Cancer. So some of y'all could be dealing with somebody that has Cancer in their chart, or you possibly could have Cancer in your chart as far as when it comes to your birth chart, your placements. If that's, you're not dealing with anybody that has Cancer, this could just represents energy. So with the Chariot being in reverse, this represents difficulties. It represents difficulties as far as changing, having certain conflicts, going through the struggles, dealing with certain setbacks. So a lot of y'all could have been dealing with certain setbacks. Some of y'all could have been dealing with situations as far as not intimacy. Okay, if you've been celibate, wanting your sex life back is what I'm hearing, Libras, for some of y'all. Okay, but setbacks is what I was trying to say. As far as, your journey, changes within yourself, if you have difficulties as far as changing, or if this is your masculine, your feminine, the people that's in your environment as far as friends and family members. This represents also energy as far as bad luck, feeling like you're rushed. So some of y'all could be feeling like you're rushed in a situation as far as when it comes to making movement, making changes. If this is your masculine, your feminine, they could be, feeling rushed when it comes to making a decision, or if, like I said, let's say if they were procrastinating or delaying any type of movement as far as when it comes to your journey. And a lot of, one thing that I was getting ready to say at the beginning before I started your reading, and it's coming out now. So a lot of people that are twin flames, and that you are a twin flame, but you have like a twin ray, a divine partner, even strong soulmates that are coming in that know your worth, because they could have been born after your twin flame, your twin ray, or your divine partner. And these people have played a significant role in your journey. So let's just say a lot of people are finding other suitors that are stepping up to try to replace the twin flame, the twin ray, or the divine partner. So let's say if there has been a lot of delays as far as when it comes to any of those journeys, your masculine, your feminine could be feeling rushed to make a decision or to make some type of movement towards you, because again, there's other people that are interested in taking your ray, your flame, or your DP's position. Okay, so some of y'all could be dealing with that as well. And that's what I'm hearing. Somebody feeling like they have to make a rush decision, and it's possibly causing this person to be very stressed out. So that went off for a reason. It's going off for a reason to alert you, because I feel that there's a lot of energy as far as y'all dealing with this. So this could be ending a relationship with a Cancer as well, or it could be a Cancer coming back from your past if y'all are dealing with somebody. And this person possibly caused major delays. There's a card that just fell, and it was the Cancer card. The Chariot card again. Your cards do not want to shuffle. We have the Ace of Wands. There go that sex back. Getting my sex life back. Hey, getting my sex life back. Some of y'all getting y'all sex life back, okay? So that basically represents fire energy. So a Sagittarius, Leo, as well as Aries. Some of y'all could be dealing with somebody that has that in their chart, or you could have that in your chart, Libra. But this represents energy as far as inspiration, gaining something new, okay, a new spark, okay, being more in your masculine energy, dominating the situation, taking action. So like I was saying, Libra, if it was you not taking action towards your masculine, your feminine, or if your masculine, your feminine was not taking action towards you when it comes to your journey, they are making a rush decision. Somebody is coming in fastly. This person is getting ready to be adventurous. They're seeking the passion. This also represents energy as far as like, being very outspoken. Some of y'all could be some leaders, or let's say if you are thinking about speaking in the public or being a mentor or starting your own business, that's a sign for that as well. But this also represents the universe. The Ace cards represents universe, ancestors, your higher self taking action in a cause for your situation. So this is them giving you that spark, giving you that new energy where you're feeling brand new, okay, is what I'm hearing, Libras. You have the Four of Pentacles being reversed. You have the Death card being upright. And then you have the Two of Cups being upright, okay? And then you have the Queen of Cups. So some of y'all possibly were dealing with a Cancer, a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You do have the Death card here as well, which represents Scorpio. So you could have that in your chart, or you can if they're not, you don't have that in their chart, or you don't have that in your chart, again, it's just a representation as far as the energy that you're in, okay? So with the Queen of Cups being reversed, so let's say if somebody is ending a relationship with somebody, they could have been dealing, oh, Before I Let You Go by Beyonce is on. They were like, listen to the music. I want to make sure I'm right, boy, before I let you go, okay? The Queen of Cups being reversed, this represents energy as far as deceptive energy. It represents energy as far as being a gossiper. So some of y'all could have been dealing with somebody that was a gossiper. They could have been very deceptive. This person also could have been somebody that knew how to manipulate their emotions as far as when it comes to manipulating you, Libra. Or if it was not you, it could have been your masculine, your feminine, could have been involved with a karmic, a soulmate. Let's say if they did delay your journey was delayed in any type of way, shape, or form, that person could have been spinning and putting more movement and time into that other individual. So this could be energy as far as, let's say, if there was any deception that was involved as far as third-party situations. They could have been dealing with somebody that was also manipulating them emotionally. This person could have been somebody that was not stable with their emotions mentally, physically, as well within themselves, okay? This also represents energy as far as people pleasers. So this person that they were involved with, or your masculine, your feminine, could have been somebody that was a people pleaser, or Libra. They could have been seeing you as a people pleaser. I'm seeing this could be, vice versa as far as the situations. This also represents energy as far as status seeking. So some of them were, just in it for the fame, just in it for, again, let's say if Libra are your masculine, your feminine was somebody that was a leader or somebody that was well known in the public, they could have been doing it for a status. Okay. This also represents energy as far as being materialistic. With you having the Four of Pentacles being reversed, this represents greed. It represents holding on to a connection more tightly than you need to. So let's say if they were dealing with somebody that was manipulating them, which all these cards are falling out. I hope y'all can see that they flipped over. So you have the Seven of Cups being reversed. So with the Seven of Cups being reversed, this represents energy as far as taking action and making a choice. So before, there was a lot of things that was in this person's visual and your visual that was clouding them, living in a lot of illusions, fantasies, romantic fantasies, wearing the rose-colored glasses, having too many choices. So let's say if they had other suitors, if they were promiscuous or taking action, being lustful towards other women or other men, a karmic or soulmate, this caused a lot of delays in the relationship between you and them. It also, there was a lot of procrastination that was involved as far as when it comes to the journey. So this person not making the right decision, with this being reversed, this is basically just saying that this person is getting ready to take action towards a choice that they did not make. And typically when you have the Seven of Cups coming out, this person had too many glasses, too many choices, and they were not choosing the proper glass, which was you, Libra, or Libra, it was your masculine, your feminine, our cross watcher, you were the right choice, the right glass for this Libra, or this Libra was not choosing you, or you were not choosing this Libra, and that Libra could have been the right choice. Okay, so that's the different type of viewers as far as who watches these type of readings. And then on top of that, you have friends and family members that also get into business as far as when it comes to their daughter, their son, their sister, their brother, their cousin, co-workers, if they know about their journeys and things like that. So you have a lot of people that's viewing as far as when it comes to this energy. Okay, but I do feel that somebody's getting ready to make a choice. They could have been procrastinating, they could have been stalling for a while. Let's say if this person was involved with somebody that was mentally unstable, that was lacking spiritual fulfillment with themselves, if they were always playing the victim, it was causing and bringing delays to the relationship between you and your masculine, your feminine. Okay, you also have the Death card coming out, and this represents energy as far as letting go. Okay, going through a transformation, ending certain closures, a death of the ego, a rebirth, a transformation. So I feel that some of y'all are getting ready to have a brand new beginning. There's going to be a brand new spark when it comes to the relationship between you, your masculine, or your feminine Libra, or if this is just energy about yourself, you growing with, let's say if you were the person that was lacking any type of spiritual fulfillment, or if your masculine, your feminine was lacking any type of spiritual fulfillment, they found that balance within themselves. They went through their self-discovery phase in order for them to gain the knowledge, in order for them to gain the courage and move towards you. I feel a lot of them could have been denying their feelings, with you having the Queen of Cups being reversed. This person could have had an issue as far as when it comes to expressing themselves, regardless if this is feminine energy. Again, as far as being human beings, you have feminine and masculine in your chart. A lot of masculines in this lifetime have a lot of feminine in their chart, because they are trying to learn how to love themselves unconditionally, so they can be able to love their divine feminine, their divine masculine. Okay, when it comes to the same sex relationships, there's always still one person that has more feminine in their chart and one that has more masculine in their chart. So understanding your birth chart, understanding the energy that you harness, especially during the different seasons. Again, mood swings. So a lot of y'all could be going through mood swings. This person could be overly emotional, but I do feel that there's going to be a celebration. You do have the Two of Cups coming out. So there's going to be a reunion with some of y'all, with your masculine, your feminine. This represents harmony. It represents marriage. It represents mutual respect, love. Okay. Focusing on one person, focusing on one another. So this person knows, again, they were not making the right choices. They're getting ready to make the right choice. So this is the reason why, you're happy that your masculine finally let go of the illusions. They let go of the rose-colored glasses. If there was a karmic or a soulmate that they needed to get themselves detached from, if there was any type of manipulation that was emotional, a manipulation that was keeping your masculine or keeping you stuck, or your feminine stuck more than what they need to, or you Libra more than what you need to, I feel that was the reason why there was a lot of no movement. Some of y'all could have been dealing with somebody that possibly, was, if they were not, can we just talk by collide is on. If they were involved with somebody that was not spiritually fulfilled within themselves, this person could have been somebody that knew how to, manipulate their emotions. There could have been, threats that could have been involved as far as harming you, Libra, or harming your masculine, your feminine, or them harming themselves. And this is the reason why your masculine, your feminine, or Libra, you are cross watchers, whoever is realizing again that they put themselves in a bad situation. And this person could be very overwhelmed right now. They could be going, stressed out, but I feel that somebody's getting ready to take action. They're getting ready to be responsible. Okay. Okay, so again, you have Hangman, which is also more water energy, which I don't, it's not surprising to me because, again, that mood swing moon is going to cause a lot of people to be in their emotions and also feel emotions that they have never felt before. Like he's saying, I never felt this way before. I'm going to come in. I'll probably come in overly emotional. I could be fragile, but at the same time, I need to talk to you, and somebody's getting ready to do that. Okay. This represents when this is reversed. This is better. This represents again, let's say if you did think your masculine, your feminine was procrastinating, some of them were procrastinating because they had too many choices, which was causing them to not make the right decisions as far as when it comes to their heart or, expressing themselves, especially if they were denying their emotions. Okay. But I do feel that somebody's been procrastinating because they're getting ready. They've been trying to get themselves out of a situation with a karmic or a soulmate is what I'm hearing too. And you possibly could have saw your person as procrastinating, Libra, or Libra, they could have saw you as procrastinating. You have the Four of Wands being reversed. You have the Six of Wands being reversed. So this represents energy as far as the Four of Wands being reversed, not wanting to commit to a situation. So I do feel like I was saying there's going to be a separation. There's going to be an ending to a relationship. Somebody was holding on too tightly. Again, could have been manipulation as far as emotions, threats that could have been involved as far as keeping this person stuck. You do also, this energy represents energy as far as lack of pleasure. So let's say if the emotions have ran dry between the karmic or the soulmate that they were involved in, this person is lacking pleasure from this person. Again, somebody earlier, I said getting my sex life back. So this person, there could be intimacy as far as when it comes to the, reunion between you, your masculine, your feminine, Libra. You also have the Six of Wands being reversed, and this represents backstabbing energy. So I feel that somebody realized, let's say if your masculine or feminine backstabbed you, Libra, and they did, again, was involved with other things, not choosing the right cup when it was when it came to you and them in your journey. This person realized again that they did backstab you. There was manipulation. There was deception that was involved as far as when it comes to the relationship between you and them. When the Six of Wands, it's also reversed. This represents energy having too much pride. So some of them could have been prideful. Let's say if they were denying their emotions, not expressing themselves, it didn't work out in their favor. Some of them lost you again, and they have to rush and make certain decisions because again, there's other suitors that's possibly coming in that's interested in you, Libra, or interested in your masculine, your feminine, is what I'm getting from that. Okay. You have the Three of Cups. So this also could represent energy as far as third party energy, but it represents celebrations. It represents abundance. It represents having fun, as well as weddings and parties. So some of y'all could be going out, celebrating. I said earlier that I felt that was going to be a celebration as far as when it comes to a union between you and your masculine and your feminine, Libra, or cross watchers between you and this Libra. I do feel again that there was somebody that was butting into the situation, holding on to something longer than what they needed to. So again, a crowded situation as far as when it comes to the karmic, a soulmate, whoever they were involved with, or Libra, if you were involved with other people. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So this represents energy as far as Capricorn, Taurus, as well as Virgo. It represents energy as far as giving an offer. This could also represent slow moving energy. And again, your masculine, your feminine, or Libra, you could have been very slow moving when it came to giving this person this offer. But this represents taking responsibility, wanting to be reliable, honoring their commitment, wanting to be helpful. Okay. gaining their patience. So a lot of y'all had to gain your patience with this person. This person is now wanting to be the protector. I do feel that some of y'all could be writing down in your journals. Let's say if you are going to be a public speaker, or if you're going to be a motivator speaker, or if you are a leader, or again, a boss, or a lead in your position. I feel that a lot of y'all are doing a lot of studying. You're putting your notes, you're taking your time, doing the things that you need to do as far as when it comes to you being successful. If this is a job situation or a career or a project that you're going to be taking part of. Yeah, 5 of Wands. So this represents arguments. It represents being in a dangerous game. This also represents power struggles, okay? Dealing with other people's opinions. That also represents, again, competition. So this person knows that they put you in competition. Again, it's coming on top of the 7 of Cups, which represents having too many choices, living in illusions, having these fantasies, wearing your rose-colored glasses, having to go to war for your masculine, your feminine, or them having to go to war for you, Libra. So I feel that there's a lot of people that are also putting their business in. Let's say if there's gossip that's involved when it comes to this, you, Libra, or your masculine, your feminine, there could be he say, she say stuff that the karmic or the soulmate or other people like friends and family member that you're hearing about, okay? You have the 9 of Wands being reversed. So this represents recovering. So weakness of character, how I was saying, backstabbing, gossiping, saying bad things about you, Libra, or saying bad things about your masculine, your feminine. Somebody getting caught up as far as when it comes to their lies is what I'm hearing. Some of y'all are unprepared for your masculine and your feminine to come in. You were not prepared for this person to come in, rush in so fastly. Okay. So let's see if this person is coming back, what this person is offering. You have the Queen of Wands. So this is sexual energy. This also represents taking responsibility, taking charge, being passionate, being a leader, being noble, being daring. The Queen of Wands is somebody that fights for what's theirs, okay? So they see you as somebody that fought for them. They see you as somebody that's very strong, very sexy, being the good performer, like I was saying, if it's a project, a new job, a new you, being the good performer, being successful, staying motivated, being ambitious, okay? So this person sees you as somebody that's beautiful. They love your smile. Rosie Perez has a beautiful smile. And then also they can see you as somebody that pops off, and she can pop off when she's upset and angry. So I do see that they see you as both somebody being very feisty. And she's such a little woman. So you could be very little, or you're mad. There could be a difference as far as weight or height between your masculine and your feminine. You have the Empress, but you're their Empress. You're their Empress. Okay, they know that you are the one that was meant to be in their life. This represents energy as far as creativity. It also represents energy as far as fertility, pregnancy. So some of y'all could be finding out you're pregnant. Some of them could be wanting to take action and get you knocked up, is what I'm hearing. This also is energy as far as Aries as well as Taurus. This represents energy as far as being the good mother, being the good father, being caring, okay? Being graceful is what I'm hearing. So this person sees you as everything, okay? You're their everything. The King of Cups. Wow. I was thinking about this card earlier. And yes, this person, they see you as their everything. Even though, the Queen of Cups is being reversed, they see you as their other half. Okay? They see you as their other half. This Tupac was a Gemini. So some of y'all could be dealing with somebody that has Gemini in their chart. Again, this King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, as well as Scorpio. Okay? Everybody, Tupac had that. He was a leader. Somebody could see a little bit Tupac in themselves. Okay. Tupac knew where he came from. This person that you're dealing with, or Libra, you know where you came from. You can be rough around the edges a little bit, but at the same time have a kind heart. Trust. So trusting the situation that it's going to work out in your favor. Gaining their trust back. Gaining their Empress trust back. Or gaining their King's trust back. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith. Soulmate. I told you they know you. They're soulmate. They know the difference. Let's say if they were dealing with a karmic or soulmate and they were emotionally manipulating them or trying to disguise themselves as their twin ray, their twin flame, or their DP. It's only one you is what I heard. It's only one you. Yes, this is your soulmate. Very soon. So communication, this person's going to be taking action. They're going to be making a decision very soon. Again, Libras, you possibly have to make a rush decision when your masculine, your feminine comes in. Let's say if there is other people that's involved, if you do have other choices, some of y'all possibly have to make a decision soon as far as when it comes to who you're going to make a decision to be in reunion with. So it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Cow spirit. So it says the miracles are endless. So the abundance, the wealth, the prosperity, the miracles are endless. Your universe stepping in, your ancestors, your higher self stepping in. Okay, you have a 15 here, which is a 6. 6 represents harmony, represents past. You have chameleon spirit. So it says act as if. So this person, like I was saying, was possibly acting like they were the divine partner, the twin flame, the twin ray. This person was very good as far as when it comes to disguising and hiding their hidden agenda or, manipulating their emotions that they were involved with or you were involved with, Libra. You have a 14 here, which is a 5, represents conflicts that brings change. Vulture. Yeah, this person was a vulture holding on something tightly. Too tightly. Nothing is wasted. No time is wasted. Even if there was delays, no time was wasted. Everything happened the way that it needed to happen for a reason. Certain relationships, certain closures, certain doors need to be closed in order for you to get where you're getting this abundance, this new brand new beginning with your masculine, your feminine. So you have a 63 here, a 9. This is the first time that this card has ever came out. 9 represents movement. Moving on represents happiness and growth. Psst. Psst. Hey you. So getting your attention. Gossip, this represents gossip to me as well. You have a 16 here, which is a 7. 7s represents mystery. Let me get the book to see exactly what they're wanting to say and what message they're wanting to give you for that. But gaining somebody's attention. This person's going to do what they need to do to get your attention back. They know that they have to gain your trust back. And they're going to do whatever they can. They're going to fight for you, Libra. Or Libra, you're going to fight for them. Is what I'm also getting for this. So it says, we like to interrupt this oracle deck with a very important announcement. There is nothing to fear. Every single thing that looks enormous is but an illusion. It has no power. Zip, nag, zack. It's time to look your fears straight in the eye and call them out as insignificant posures they are. So again, getting out of the illusions, stop wearing the rose-colored glasses, facing real reality, making the right decision, finally making a choice, not being scared, being fearless, being bold. Got an owie. So some of them know that they hurt you. Some of them know that they backstabbed you. Some of them know that they hurt themselves by the way that they treated you, especially if you did separate yourself and you did have other suitors that knows your worth. And some twin flames, some twin rays, and some divine partners decide to choose soulmates. And I feel that, let's say if you don't, Libra, or your masculine, your feminine decides to move on with a soulmate, or you decide to move on with a soulmate, it's going to hurt this person. But they cause their own owie is what I'm hearing. You have a 29 here, which is 11. 11s represents twin flame, twin ray number. It also represents magician, alchemy energy. It represents new beginnings. So it says God and owie. Let's read what that means. So it says, hope you can hear Bob Marley singing in the distance. Because despite what you're hearing to be a physical blimp right now, every little thing's gonna be all right. Every little thing's gonna be all right. I got a shirt that says this. This is the time of sweet, sweet healing, a time of renewal. Take a step back, put your feet up, and soak in the restoration power of the universe. So, taking time for you. Also with this card, it's also saying, you know, certain things happen for a reason. You have the availability to heal through any karma, you know, any trauma, conflicts that you come through by, Libras. Every little thing is going to be all right, even when it hurts, or even when you have to stand or battle alone. Temple of Cardillion, entering the feisty belly of Skipmet. So that's that lioness, Egyptian goddess that has a lion face. Some of y'all could be wanting to study about her. Getting you a Cardillion stone. Some of y'all could have, you know, cat instance that's activating, and this could be a spiritual tribe. Some of y'all can find out that y'all are part of a warrior cat tribe as far as a past life. Embrace. Okay, so it says through each other you find the missing pieces. So through one another, you find the missing pieces. Embrace the situation. You have a 6 here. So this represents cloudy skies. So again, your darkest moments always will turn to light. Even whenever you're in the dark, even when you feel that, you know, you don't have anybody that's there to support you or help you. When you're going through your troubling times by yourself. Okay? Things get brighter. The sun is shining now again. You have a 6. 6 represents harmony, represents past. Lovers. Going through that transformation. You have another 6 here. Another 6. 6, 6. Union. $11. Another 11. But this represents energy as far as whooped energy. So again, the truth, being faced with the truth. Let me get this. I want to read exactly what it says for this card. So this is the competition. So basically, it says, you will find me in competition because I work with reputation. Arguments and quells are my pattern, but I am not always a villain. I can be found in gym or in a lusty bed on a whim. So this again can represent passionate sexual energy as well. This also represents let's say if you are in your masculine energy and you do have new energy, a new spark, some of y'all could be going out and exercising, going to a gym is what I'm getting, Libra. Our cross watchers, or your masculine, your feminine, could be spending some time in the gym to get their thoughts together. So this heart card, I want to read this. It says, the form of happiness and love is simply drawn in my shape. It says, I am your feelings and emotions. I am your passion and devotions. Just make sure no bad cards are around to spoil this fondness and affection. So the only bad card that I would see both of these cards as being, because again, your darker clouds have being around dark clouds. If you want to hear what that card means, let's read it. It says, I am dark on the, okay, it says, I am dark on one side and light on the other. Conflicts and doubts I sure to bring. You will not be able to see clearly. I will block your perception and let confusion rage. One thing I promise for sure is that I will pass, because the sun always shines after the storm pass. And I said that early. Even when you have cloudy days, the sun will always come out shining bright. So I feel that some of y'all had cloudy days as far as when it comes to the relationship between you and your masculine and your feminine. There was a lot of delays. There was a lot of hurts. There was a lot of deception that was involved. There could have been, again, manipulation that was causing and, dividing your masculine and your feminine from y'all being in union. So I do feel, again, embrace this situation. There is going to be celebrations, okay? Look at union for a lot of y'all. A union for a lot of y'all. And this person is coming in fast. Because some of them could be feeling intimidated by the other suitors, is what I'm hearing. And they're not going to lose their Empress. So they're fenced to fight for you. They're taking a challenge. Somebody's accepting a challenge. So hopefully this reading resonates with you. If it does resonate with you, like my channel, subscribe to my channel. And I just want to say thank you and you have a great day.